Well, what is it talking about? It's talking about the way we behave, the way we speak, the way we live our life. We adhere to the kingdom standards. It's in real actions that we separate ourselves. Benaiah, he chose the right king, and then he really acted on it. Look at all his amazing feats. It's said of Michelangelo, when he was carving out in Florence, he had been commissioned to carve that 17-foot stone statue of David out of that one block of marble. That block had sat in Florence for some 25 years. They had hired another sculptor, and he had put a big hole through it in the wrong place. And they said, who can fix this? And they heard about this sculptor Michelangelo, and he came and he said, I can work with this, I can deal with this. And they had a mayor there that was always pushy and always checking in and always nosy on Michelangelo. He'd chip away, and the mayor would come and say, I think you need to take a little more off his knee. I think you need to take a little more off his shoulder. I think his nose isn't quite perfect. And Michelangelo could have argued with the guy. He could have talked back and said, you know what, did you hire me? I'm Michelangelo. They're going to name Ninja Turtles after me. Hold yourself up. You know, who do you think you are to insult me? I'm the artist, you're the mayor. Go push some pencils or books. He didn't do any of that. What he would do is he'd grab handfuls of the dust. And he'd go, oh, his nose is a little off, let me fix it for you. And he'd go, take, and he'd just drop some of the dust as he would do it. And then the mayor would go, oh, much better. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, his cheekbones should be a little higher up. Oh, no problem. He'd get the scalpel, and he'd grab a little bit of dust and act like he was hitting it, and he would just let it done. And then when it was done, the mayor thought, we did this. What a masterpiece we made. But Michelangelo was humble enough to say, hey, we can share this. There's no problem. In other words, he didn't argue about it. He just did something about it. If you want to go to the next level, you can't just learn about God. You have to make some changes. You might have to have a breakup today. You might have to let go of some things out of your fridge today. You might have to get rid of some substances today. You might have to make some phone calls today. You might have to write some letters today. You might have to take some classes today. You might have to start doing something. We can't just be hearers of the word, lest we deceive ourselves. Mere talk. I love how it says in Proverbs chapter 14, verse 25. Mere talk leads only to poverty, but actions, they can really get you moving. One of my favorite fights was at George Masvidal. When he fought against Ben Askren, it was a big headline fight. It's the shortest fight in UFC history, I think. Ben Askren, a wrestler, went to grab Masvidal by the legs, and Masvidal threw this famous flying knee and caught the guy right in the head, and right away the guy stiffened up and hit the ground, and Masvidal jumped on top and wham! Wham! The ref pulled him off, and Joe Rogan comes to George Masvidal and says, you know, that was a fast fight, that was incredible, George, hey, but I got to ask you, those last couple of strikes, those last couple of punches, were they necessary? And I love his legendary response. He looks at the microphone serious as serious could be, and he just says two words, super necessary. Benaiah, you really had to go down in the pit and fight a lion? You couldn't just walk past the lion in the pit on a snowy day. You wanted to go down there and fight. Was that necessary? Two words, super necessary. Why? Hey, you had to leave your weapons and go down and fight that giant guy from Egypt and kill him with his own weapon? Why would you do that? Was that really necessary? Super necessary. Let me tell you something. We got to start doing some super unnecessary things. The world will go, why are you guys doing stuff like that? One of the brothers in the church got a job. He was working, talking to a guy, and he was talking about his church, talking about us, and how much he was enjoying. His coworker said, oh, I've been to that church. I said, hey, did you like the preaching, Pastor? Oh, I didn't meet Pastor. I didn't hear him preach. Did you like the worship? Oh, I wasn't there for the worship. Well, when did you come to church? He goes, well, they had this luchador event, and it was awesome. So yeah, I'll check out your church with you. I'll go meet Pastor Drew. I'll go worship with you. All right, I'll check it out. You know what, guys? Not all churches have to have luchadors come once a year. Is that really necessary, Mr. Anderson? Super necessary. Do we really have to have fight-a-thon where all the kids fight for an hour? Is that really necessary? Super necessary. Do we really have to go door to door all those times? Daniel, Selena, do you guys really have to go cook meals for the homeless people that we all drive by and don't even notice? You really got to sit with them? You really got to pray with them? You really got to get to know their heart? Is that really necessary? Super necessary. I asked Brother Bennett after the message last night. I said, Brother Bennett, you go to the jail week after week. You preach the good news to the inmates. A lot of people have never been to jail, never visited the inmates. Bennett, is it necessary? And he wanted to give a long explanation. Then he stopped and paused and just smiled and went, super necessary.